think they're trying to fake that it's an A to get them the early B. Look at that, the utility, the knife, the Ash to smokes. It's all being set up, but TenZ, he's not biting still. Shut down regardless of it. You are now looking to try and get themselves into the side, and Sick play this patiently, wait for the rest of his team.
Fantastic post-plant positions, though, already. From Zander here, from Zellsis. They've got themselves in great positions to backstab.
Yeah.
Zander gives up that B main position because it's doubling up.
It's close area right here. Sick has no flashes for this retake as well, as it is right about to really kick off and start exploding. He lays down the turret, preliminary utility that's being used. Shaz gets that one pick, but now the timing is beautiful from Zellsis.
They went +6 compared to the previous time when they played. They went -8 in those first duels. So losing TenZ early here, can't overstate how much that hurts them.
And what an adjustment from V1 here. Starts to explode out into the side. Shaz gets the one. Still to the back of the side. Sick wants to try and anchor it. He finds it. If he can stay alive, it buys his team a little bit of time. He actually picks it before the flash goes off. Maybe to catch one of them anti, but with the nades, forces him into favorable situations for V1. They're already deep into the side, and wippie, well, looking for the ace to try and close up this one. dapr off to the side. Just playing in the boathouse, and
this is an intensely tough clutch to be able to get.
Just a bit of a jiggle, but very isolated in comparison to before. Sick really just being left alone to try and hold this one down. With the K-wall popped, well, he's pressed up. That's no abilities. He can't use the nade to deny this push coming through. Wants to play inside the smoke, but V1 discipline once more. Still TenZ. I mean, confidence still in play for him to take that kind of peek. The Hunter's Fury cutting across the site here. Sentinels do not want to give this one up. They want to make it dangerous and awkward for them. I see V1 committing that lockdown. They know there's not going to be an ult on the other side to try and deny it.
And it's a fantastic lockdown. That was looking dangerous for a moment there. I mean, Sentinels are still 5-4 up in this situation, but they're taking heaven control off the back of it too.
So smart. And the nade. It's all perfectly timed. The time they had whittled down now. Zellsis pop flashed himself into tree, and while all this was going on, effys is there, holding it down on the angle. The swings being managed.
It's a beautiful post plant, and it's one of the most aggressive Ascent A post plants you'll ever see too. That is a 40 seconds of the round.
Well, that was knife use close there. I don't know if that was intentional or missed, but Zellsis not having it accessible for the side. It means there's a couple of players from Sentinels anchoring it. Now to pop through. What a dart! It lights them all up as they're pushing across it, and this eco is looking more than dangerous. Try and hold down this cat area, and it does look like the ace. But okay, the confidence to take that swing. I mean, he wins it out, and TenZ perfectly timed with that one. Goes through his own smoke, just right round the corner. He's been doing a bit of damage, though, in the meantime. He lurked his way into B, and he's started to even it up just a tad. Still a player disadvantage for V1, but he has to be re-cleared. Zombs! What a flick! Holy wippie, how does he find that shot?
Such talented players on both sides, though. And wippie now has it all to do. This would be an ace from wippie.
There's no way he can do this, man. I mean, look at the crossfire the Sentinels have set up. wippie, he's only got the alarm bot. He's jiggle peeking to try and catch the corners. Surely Sentinels win it.
Yeah, all the way up B main, just based off the spam from Shaz as he uses his drone in a different direction.
Yeah.
wippie got the better end of TenZ last time he did this.
Oh, this angle. Jiggle peek? Okay. It alerts him.
Jiggle peek was not deep enough to see anything, so his second jiggle peek, it ended up being too deep.
Yeah, and we see a bit of that aggressive extremity control that you were talking about, Josh. Off the back of that orb just trying to be taken. There's a pull. The player set up in wine early. The swing comes through. Now a 2v4. V1 still look like they want to try and take this hit. I feel like they should save their rifles. They don't have money to bring into the next round.
They want rounds on the board. And it is
the entirety of V1. It's nice knife and the shock dart. It actually clears them off the angle. So
this is where we've seen so many Jets fall prey, though, on the attack side into this operator angle.
He might get boomed by the KO here, but still he peeks around the corner. He misses the shot. Tagged up. Tried to find the timing. There's the lockdown. Now the Hunter's Fury. V1 using it to counteract it, but the timing is impeccable. It swings through. V1 still going to be getting the 2. And now going to be going for the res. TenZ. You can hear the audio cue. He just pushes straight through the smoke. Still, it's there. effys, what a swing around. He taps it again. I can't believe he found that one, and now the Hunter's Fury gets used anyway. The
Just no shot!
Would have probably loved V1. V1 would have loved to have a bunch of those ultimates that they ended up expending. We've only got the lockdown. It looks like Shaz is holding this shock dart in anticipation for it. Sends it through, quick little dash into it. That's dapr tracking perfectly, despite the fact that the smoke cut it up. The door was closed. He couldn't actually return back to market. Moving to one kill. Shaz needs to be careful now. Pressed, trying to spam through. He's tagged them all up. He does find it, but a bit of run and gun from V1. It's evened. 3-3 in this situation. TenZ updraft. Up into the window to try and deny the plant. He's trying to find the mark.
He's given away where he is, though. Zander had no idea, and now he knows the jet is coming from this position.
Jumps around the corner. Zander, patience from him.
What a play! And now we have our first opportunity to see Sentinels in the rematch on attack. Taking it slowly, but all grouped up in Gelato.
I thought this was going to be a fast round, but they might just explode through all of this setup that's happening. Setting up the players. It's a close start. A flash to try and support it. But they've got the starter pull.
dapr somehow gets
out. They're biding their time. You know, a bit of early aggression gives them good information in terms of the way some of these players on V1 are set up on this defense.
wippie's given them enough information towards mid and B that they can keep 3 players defending A, though. That's going to be crucial for this.
Shotgun should be good to try and push them away, but Sick, he's already in. He's found that pick onto Zander. Now it's all on Penny still. The vulnerable up. He's quite low still. Look at that with the door closing. effys is able to get one, and it's a dangerous situation still for V1. To be gathering good mid-round information for his team. They're going to call it, well, they haven't really shown presence, and now the anticipation of the pop out with that drone coming through the utility. They didn't clear it. Knife into the back of it. Good enough. Did it connect? Still. Nanoswarms are popped. Players falling very low. Flash over to the side and they spam it out. TenZ was so deep and the rest of his team just couldn't get in.
Yeah, no opportunity to whatsoever. Even if they had, Zellsis is there with the flash through door. That makes it really difficult to go and support your jet. And TenZ was just left on an island. That's less so Sentinels having a bad sight hit and more the Version1 read coming through fantastically. They had 3 players there ready to crush it and all the utility in the world.
Yeah, amazing conditioning. And at this point, Sentinels are looking for a miracle, just one of those shots. Contact plays all over the shop. Able to at least get the 2 there, but Zellsis immediately repositions. He's holding this cross of his team as they're looking to try and potentially re-peek. He finds his targets, and right as the doors close.
Yeah, Zellsis watching over towards market. And it feels to them like an A-split again. They've got 3 players here, once more ready to crush this. The alarm bot, that's going to pop the nanoswarm and the suck. It's going to be quite difficult for them to get through, and it's bought tons of time for rotate.
Sen do have time. They could cut away from here, but it looks like they just want to commit into the site regardless. They've pulled a lot of the Astra utility out, but the players, it's a bit of a disjointed approach, trying to swing around the generators. The Sheriff's in hands. How is Shaz hitting those shots? He picks up a gun. 2v3. Still flash over it. Sick eating a chunk of damage just from the shock dart. Spike still not down.
effys trying to tag somebody that might be playing hell during the midst of all of this. And he pushed out B main early round, so he's only just now reconnecting for this retake. 10 seconds before effys has that recon. And he's going to look for a pick early. Sick on an off angle. Can't get the trade, Shaz.
Yep. Dashes away. 5 health. Penny's staying alive there. It's amazing for them, but
this got Sentinels straight back in the game.
Yep. They don't want to slow down. Hunter's Fury used. Interacting this lockdown, just pushing across.
That's their lockdown.
That's their lockdown. Now they have been met with a spray down from wippie. That has completely stunted this push. The chaos of it still detained. Is he going to clear the corner? effys, he's just waiting right round. He wants to hunt down these players, assuming they're at the back of the site.
effys got his rifle back.
effys is back. The weapon in hand. Could be a critical mistake still. Sentinels, 2 players up. Zombs, a lot of pressure.
No way!
He goes down!
To effys, who was detained the whole time!
Oh, my that knife.
That also means it's not going to be online to actually stop TenZ once he does pull out the Blade Storm.
That's not bad. They anticipate maybe a fast little burst here. The smoke was popped. Backing away, TenZ now. Goes straight through, right into the corner.
Zellsis was anti-flash.
Kill is there. Penny, though, still hiding just behind Dice. His team spamming it up. No one's anticipating dapr, though. He catches the timing, he pushes through, and it's just wippie left alive. Running his wee little legs to the site. The ultimate's committed. They can see the cosmic divide. They anticipate it.
As a bit of a fake. You've just cleared out B main. You know nobody's there, so we're going to go and retake that area of the map from you.
This drone as well. Shaz on the other side.
Oh, it's a fake.
It's a fake. Yep. KO popped. forces all the utility in the play as well. They're biting it.
It's only effys on B, and he goes down.
effys straight away. I mean, very believable in terms of the fake there, but Sentinel set that up beautifully.
Yeah, fantastic use of the negative information from the dart. They're doing a fake cat split, which is what they've been trying to do all this attack half so far.
Wait a second. Timing here. It could be really good. TenZ is taking this angle. I cannot believe he's still posted up here. The flash off to the side has to play anti in the swings at air. He's so deep in market, no one's playing with him, but the timing from Sick could be everything. The players are aware. They're so aware of this one. Wippie, you knew that he was just at least hanging around that tree area, at least from when they were faking with the KO ult, but now the nade comes through. They're looking for the fast retake, pushing through, and the kills, it's all going their way. Shaz left alone in B main, and with him spamming, it's immensely obvious. He does get the one, but can he do anything else? The Cosmic Divide, popped across, the defuse being stuck, there's no timing for it.
Just holding down tree from really close by. I'm not sure anyone's going to end up pathing into it. It's another fake by Sentinels. Shaz is really reaching into the playbook here.
I don't know if they are even going to be biting onto this one. And look, the drone comes through. V1, I've got a bit of a read that they're trying to do these things. The KNA sent up straight up onto heaven. Hunter's Fury off to the side. That's effys just trying to catch a player that potentially might be planting. Zander's only got a judge in hand. And it's enough to get the pick, though. Zombs was just trying to get the plant down. He just peeked when the door was going down.
How? That's one of those judge plays that you don't understand, but you see them all too often. So 4v5. If there ever was an opportunity to go for, or a time rather, to go for an aggressive play, to make something happen, it would be now.
Fury gets sent out as well. Sick just needs to hold it down long enough for the team to come through. It does break it, but now they know Shaz is positioning right in wine. And the swings were amazing from V1. Take it, bring it to that map 3 in this elimination game between both of these teams. And it's a contact play into mid from Sentinels. Risks being taken. Zellsis, though, holds it in the trade. It's too late with the swing timing. It's not there. A bit of damage being done, of course, to Zellsis, but he backs away.
Recon dart is pretty perfectly timed. Oh, Zellsis has just snuck his way all the way up. Unbelievable!
How does he get that still traded? But he's done the work. 4 players up for V1, a minute left. Sentinels are wondering, do we still want to hit this one? The hesitation is showing itself.
I like the play by Zombs actually towards CT, but it's not good enough. Penny gets caught, but Shaz turns things around with another critical kill.
Oh my word. Shaz goes down there.
They know that effys was B. They know that effys was B. There was a recon dart used earlier. And Shaz, instead of grouping up here, takes the more dangerous approach.
They're going to clear him. They have to know. It's a double swing that comes through. Oh, effys just about gets the trade, and now we're down to the 1v1. V1. So close to closing out this map here on Ascent. effys just has to land the shot. The recon dart doesn't find it in the spray down will, though. dapr. Positioning was great, but in the end, not quite enough. Now it's going to be V1 taking this map. Map number 2 going away. Map 3 on the cards. Josh.